This slab wood that's left here, I'm going to go ahead and cut some of it up for firewood. Some of it will be given away to some people that live close by that also have a wood burning stove, because once it dries out it will be good wood for fire. But I've got everything loaded on the trailer, but I've got all these stickers. And what a sticker is, when you lay a row of boards down, you lay this crossways, which causes the next row to be elevated up above it, so that when air flows, it can flow between the stacks and it can help it to air dry. So I've got a whole load of stickers right there that would stick a lot of lumber. I'm going to go ahead and move those over there behind that stacked lumber that I've got, and they'll be out of the way. So the other thing that I've got in mind, I've got one log that's been squared off. I've got 3 more posts that I need to make. I'm going to take the tractor, unload that, get that moved in here on the sawmill, and I'm going to work on those today. Hey guys, I thought I would take a little bit of a break and walk down here where I showed you that snow the other day. I want you to check out all of the mud and the rain that we've been having where that little creek is down here by my temporary base camp. It's been raining, like I said, about 4 days, and the creeks are overflowing. All little branches everywhere are running. That's some serious runoff. I've even got a little bit flowing through right here. Right there where my fire pit is. It's coming from up top, right over here. Right in there. So I'm gonna have to cut a little trench around here. Probably for the last 2 weeks, out of 14 days, it's probably rained 8 to 10 of them. I mean, it's been just crazy to work in, crazy to do this and try to film. I'm basically having to do everything inside, and I apologize for not having too many angles inside the sawmill, but I don't really want to open the door because it is a little bit chilly out here, but I don't have much room to be able to move these cameras around in with the door shut. This is what I'm working on. I'm working on finishing up those posts right there. Already got the purlins cut. There's another one laying across over there. Right here in the center, and over there in the center, and all the way across, that's where my purlin is going to go. So I'll have to jump right up here and dig a mortise out on each one of those. And I have 8 of them that I'm going to have to do, because I decided against putting in 3x6 beam type rafters up there. Kind of changed the roof around a little bit. So by putting those purlins in, I needed to go ahead and dig out another mortise and set some short posts up there. And I decided to go ahead and make them all match everything else that I had up there. So that's what I'm working on in here. It's really hard to do this when the wood is wet too, because it's hard to see the lines because everything wants to stick and bind up and make it difficult to see. Well, that turned out really good actually. is I'll get my square chisel and I will clean those corners up. It does a really good job of cleaning up those corners, and my neighbor actually made that for me. He forged that and that straight chisel out of spring steel, so it's very hard and they are still super sharp. Hey guys, like I said, I apologize for all this background noise, the rain. I don't know when it's going to stop, but hopefully pretty soon, because now I've got these other 3 posts done back here, and all I have left to do now is crawl up on top of the upper beams. I've got 8 mortises that I'm going to have to make. Then I can set these down there. As soon as I get the jig made for the sawmill, bring the purlins in here, get the right angle, make a pass down through there, and then all I've got to do is set these in, and I'll be ready to put rafters on. And then when my son gets here, I will have the tin and the plywood ordered. We'll be able to put the plywood down, put some felt sheeting down, and I've got 1x4s cut. We'll put those down, and then we'll screw the tin down, and I'll pretty much have that kind of in the dry, so to speak, unless we get a blowing rain sideways until I get the siding on. But that should stop that middle part area in there from getting too wet anymore, and there won't be a lot of puddles, and it should dry up some. The reason I didn't put any gravel in there is I'm going to wait until it kind of dries up. I'm going to smooth it out, and I'm going to take plastic and put down, and that will allow me to be able to crawl in underneath, and it won't be so rough on my knees when I have to crawl under there to do something. I'll probably have some access doors on one end where I have like a little storage area. Actually, the doors that I use to enter, I'll just make it maybe a little extra wide, that way I can get stuff in and out, kind of use it as an extra storage area. Anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed this little video on finishing up these posts for the purlins. Again, I apologize for the rain and all the background noise. Be sure and get your name in for our monthly drawings. And my son and I, we just really want to thank you all for all of your support. We greatly appreciate that. Anyway, we hope everyone has a great afternoon. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. And we look forward to seeing you up here at the Outpost in the future.